Hello, hello. Hey, Brooklyn Squad. How's everybody doing today? I am back. Hold on. Okay. Hey, Miss Linda, 52. Hey, how are you? Today, I am interviewing Tristan Isaac aunt. This case is a horrific case. It's a horrific crime that happened. Let me just go there. Hey, Sherry, this is a very horrific crime. And the shit that bothers me is no one is in custody yet. No one is in custody yet. Um, hey, Deborah, y'all know I do my shout outs. Hey, M. Hey, Wallace Dixon. Hey, Geraldine. Hey, Carla Winters. Hey, Robert Hill. Y'all know I give y'all my shout outs because if it wasn't for y'all, none of this could be possible. None of the awareness for the victims would be going around. So I want to say thank you for everybody who likes the live, likes all the reels that I put out, everything. Okay? Because it's not about me. It's about the victims. And it's about the victims' family who's spreading awareness and going real hard for them. Okay? Hey, Mama and Papa. Hey, Chuck. Okay, you here? All right, let me put the invite for you, and then you're going to accept the invite. Hold on. Okay, Charlie. There you go.
I'm getting it turned on. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, wait, I lost it again.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I could. There you go.
Oh, here
There you
we go.
go. All right. I want to bring you up more, though.
I was trying to set where you could see me, and then company came in right in, but it's all good. I'm
It's okay. I want to bring you up more. How do I do? Oh, expand. Here we
okay. Do you have
go.
to push it back? Okay, there we are.
All right. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see something. Let me see if I can fix it a little bit.
So
Damn, I
say,
hate when I don't know how to fix things. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. We could do it like that, I guess. But I wanted to like move these other things out the way. I still don't know how to do that yet, but I'm gonna work on it though. Bear with me, y'all. I'm gonna work on it.
look, you see me posting. I figuring it out every day as I go.
I don't know how to move the other invites out the, you know what I mean? Like just for me and you to do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know either?
Mm-mm.
Let me see. Y'all know in the comments? I don't want to, every time I do a live on here, I never could figure it out. But one day I'm just going to do a practice live and you know what I'm saying? And figure it out like that.
Go to summer baby. Go on. Go on that
Do
one.
something. All right. Hey, Jean. Hey, Cece. All right. This case is horrific. Okay. This case is really horrific. And when I heard about it, I was like, what? And then the fact that there are no suspect arrested. So we're going to get right into it. Because his aunt has been going loud and spreading awareness from the beginning.
I've
Okay.
tried. I've tried. I had the last couple weeks I've been down, so what me
Oh,
and you
wait, let me cut it up. Hold on. Okay. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, me and you've talked. In the last couple of weeks, I've been down and kind of just stepped back just for a little bit, just because I was overwhelmed with a lot of things that were going on. But yeah, no, still to date, still no arrests, not one. And it breaks my heart. And we've talked about it, and I just don't understand, as long as it's been, for anyone to experience or go through losing a loved one, that you would think that you know you would know something, that the police would communicate, that they would have sympathy, that they would understand if it was their child.
Right.
What are you gonna, if we're waiting this long for arrests, then we need more answers on why them arrests aren't made. You know,
I want to start from the beginning because we got people here that don't know what's going on. So let's start from the beginning. Tell the people, who are you? Who are you?
my name is Michelle Isaac. I am Trentin Ray Preston Isaac's aunt. Um, on dad's side, my brother is Trenton's dad.
Okay, this is his aunt. What happened to Tristan? First of all, before we get into that, tell me a little bit about Tristan.
Trenton,
Trent,
Trenton,
I
yeah,
always say his mother said that too, and I cannot
yeah,
pronounce names right. For years since
yeah,
I've been spreading awareness, I say it wrong, but I do apologize. It's nothing
yeah,
like it's my accent. It's that Brooklyn accent, girl. You know, we just can't say things right. Trenton,
yeah. Yeah.
Trenton.
Trenton Ray Preston Isaac. I called him Ray Ray.
Trenton.
The only time I would call him Trent is if I was yelling at him. Then he known that I was mad.
Okay, tell us a little bit about him.
I mean, I've been all over today, so I cried before I got on here. Um, Ray Ray was, oh my God, he would make me yell at the walls. He would, over school, over friends, over, just stealing my socks. Like, I mean, I loved him. He was, as you say, he was a little rough around the edges. He had a smart mouth. He stood up for himself. If something came to his mind, he spoke it. He had a humor that I try to keep to myself because a lot of people don't understand, because they're like, oh, well, some of his jokes, but he had a sense of humor that, I mean, it didn't matter who you were, he'd make you laugh. He would make you laugh. He could take any bad situation and walk in the room and literally know that you're hurting and not want to see you cry. And he would just help with your kids. He would make you laugh. He would do anything for his sister, his brother, me, my brother, his mom. Like, he just, you argue with him, but you love him. Like, he was young. He was a boy. He's stubborn, ornery, but he had a heart. He was caring. He was compassionate. Um, like anybody else, whoever you are around brought out, if someone's bad to you, then you're not going to get a nice person. If they're good to you, you're going to get that sweet, that funny, that out of him. And when he was in my home, his birthday, I have to say, like, did not eat cake. So every year on his birthday, I get him a cake and a couple gifts and a card. And when he'd come in, he'd know what I was up to. But when he'd seen the cake, he'd just get this little tear in his eye, like, he felt special. And he would blow out the candle and he wouldn't eat the cake. And it was just, I don't know, it was just something that me and him did. But this year for his birthday, we had to get a cake, me, my brother, and us, and my cousins, and we all ate the cake. Um, so it was very emotional. But he was like any regular, I mean, 16-year-old kid. He was a boy, and you
Right.
know,
And that's what I
that's
was going to say. He was only 16 years old.
he was still a baby. He was still a baby. Like, he was, you just, I babied him. Like, I mean, even times that like I shouldn't have. I don't know. He carried a really special place in my heart, and a lot of other people. We all feel differently. I mean, we all want justice, but I mean, all of us have our own relationship with him and our own memories with him. So at times it's like, every one of us that are out here fighting for him, we're fighting for what we had with him, what was taken from us.
That's right.
His potential was taken, is how I feel. I mean, at 16, you're getting ready to get your license. You're getting ready to get closer to graduating high school. Prom, all the all the things that are supposed to be fun for these teenagers, these kids, like all the things that a lot of them look forward to in their lives. And we had plans, and they were taken from us, but they took his potential is how I feel. I feel they took who he could have been.
Can you tell me what happened to him?
From my understanding, my nephew was dropped off to friends that we had known since they were children. And then from there, he was going, as they say, to hang out with a friend, a male friend that he had known for some time, and that he told them that he would be back by 11 o'clock at night. And he did not come back. And the next day, 11 hours later, at 3:30 in the afternoon, I got the phone call that my nephew said he was supposedly going to a friend's and he would be back, and he did not return. 11 hours he
Mm.
was missing before I knew. And when I tried to call, he didn't answer me right away. And it is like him to not answer the first time I call, but
Okay.
when I call after that, he has always answered me, always. And when my brother did not receive the phone call, because my nephew always checked on him because he has some health problems and things going on. So no matter what my nephew was doing, who he was hanging out with, what he was doing, whether it be with family, anyone, he would call and check on my brother. And he didn't. And I, within 11 hours, was in a panic. I was calling, then the family, everyone got involved, and we're all calling each other, and we're all trying to figure out what friend's house, where he was, where he went, what time he left. Are you sure he left walking? Did he get a ride? And then we were calling the police department, Mansfield Police Department. We called 3 times, and we tried getting a missing persons report, and the dispatch was very rude, in my opinion. She did not take our plea for help that we said, this is not a runaway, this is not a child that would not check in with us.
What
This
did
is
she
not the case.
say when you called there? What did she say?
She told me that she doesn't know who told me that without it being 24 hours, that you can call in trying to make a police report. And I said,
What?
that's not the case. Yes. And I told her that's not the case. I said, there's something wrong. I said, I'm telling you, I feel it. I feel it. Something's wrong. And
Wait,
she would not take the police report.
let me just say this. I interviewed a cop before. I think he was a sheriff or a sheriff or a cop. Either or, he was in the law enforcement because his daughter is still missing, Sharice Harris, after what 7 years now, 6, 7 years, and he said on my live, and I will go back another time and play it for y'all. You do not have to wait 24 hours for a missing person to go missing. You file that report right there.
That's what
So
I
she was
said.
wrong for telling you that.
That's what I said. And then my nephew's aunt, Kate, she was calling in as well. And they were not letting her make the police report. So like his mother told everyone, they came, a police officer that known my nephew and his brother, he came to my nephew's aunt and he made the missing persons report. He took it. And I voiced that I feel that in any case of any adult or any child missing, the first 48 is the most important.
That's right.
And no one wanted to listen to our plea. No one wanted to listen to our cry. So we took it upon ourselves. After the officer came out, we were out there before and after. We were out on foot trying to backtrace his steps, trying to find anywhere that we could that he had been. Going to the trailer park and trying to get video footage. His mother was there. Um, Gathering evidence with his aunt and a family friends and my brother and all of us, gathering evidence, turning it in, anything that we could get. If so, like we said before, if it didn't matter what time it was, if someone called us, texted us, and said, "Go look here," they say go left, we went left. They say go right, we went right. We were all over, and I even, like I said on the news and to the police, we were breaking in warehouses. We were going in abandoned houses. We were looking in dumpsters. We were looking in trash cans. My brother and a family friend were driving an hour plus away because we were told there was a pink location. We were all over. I mean, I really honestly cannot even say all the places we looked at.
So, so you and the family is looking everywhere, and the police is doing nothing.
No, no.
Wow.
We called them, and I mean, we honestly, we all took turns calling the police. Pretty much down the line of one aunt to the next aunt to his mother. We're all trying to call. We're, and like I said in the news, I feel that when, like us, we're trying to report our baby or my nephew, a child missing, take our calls more seriously. Look for them. Get out there and on foot and while we're out there and look for them. Missing Ohio offered us a free search team and a free canine dog, and all they needed was the okay to go, and we could meet up at any damn location, and they were ready to go. And now, mind you, we started out small with just a few family members and friends, and they were offering to come out for free and help us. And Mansfield did not approve. So we continued.
So they let a 16 years old missing child, because he's still a child.
Yes.
And how long was this still? How long? How many days now?
November 12th, he went missing. November 15th, they found him, but they did not notify.
Wait, hold on now. Before they found him, November 12th, November 13th. So it's been a few days. He's still missing, and they still not doing nothing.
From the 12th to the 19th, we were everywhere searching. They found his body on the 15th. And the day that they told us that my nephew was dead, they released the missing persons report after finding him dead. Yes. And that is in the paper. There's dates. There's all that on Google for anybody to go look. On the 19th, the detectives come in my home and told his mother and my brother that my nephew was found in Harrison County, burnt in the back of a fucking car with a bullet in the back of his damn head. And I told my brother, I looked at my brother, I looked at Amanda, I said, Charlie, go hug her. Y'all made him together, go hug her. My brother went over and hugged her. When they left, it didn't set right with us. So then we were calling. Then the coroners told us that no, my nephew was not found in the back of a fucking car burned up. He was on the ground in a secluded area, and that they didn't believe that he was shot in the back of the head. So I had to retract what we said on the news, and his mother had to retract what we were told by the detectives when they come in my home. False information lies from the beginning.
We're gonna get that too. Do you know No Cat 419 in a chat?
No.
Who is that?
It's on my TikTok, yes, but I have to go look. I'm more familiar with faces than how they have the usernames on there.
She's not a family member?
I'll have to go and look. and see the name.
He says, I need to talk to you. Can I come up?
I mean, yeah, go ahead. I don't know who it. I have to see a face, but I mean,
But you don't know
they're
who
like,
that is.
no,
This
they
is an
can.
interview, so I'm not going to let you come up. I'm trying to give her her time to share her story, just like the mother had her time.
Yeah,
Um,
just
but
private message me.
yeah, oh, okay.
Just
Okay.
private message me.
All right. But if you want to say something I'm reading the chat. If you want to say something in the chat, if you are a family member and you know about this story, please message me and we could set an interview up for you. You know, if you are a
Well, like I
friend,
was. Well, I wanted to talk to you and get with his aunt and the. I don't. Well, I've been trying not to say names too much, but
yeah, just give me
my
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute because I don't want them to. I don't want her to feel that I'm just I'm ignoring her because she's been messaging in the chat, and she's like, "Can I come up? I need to talk to her. I need to talk to Chelly. I need to talk to Chelly."
I'm seeing it now. I didn't even pay attention to the comments.
Yeah, but I live in Manfield, Ohio. Okay, this is an interview, so I want to get her story out. But just give me a few, and if you know anything or anything, message us, and we will definitely get with you. And if you know something, you need to tell us, okay? You
Right,
need to
because
tell us,
that's what
and
I've
we
been
will
saying.
definitely, yeah, we will definitely get with you, okay? Okay, Charlie, go ahead, babe.
My nephew's aunt and our friend that's been helping since the beginning. They actually, I want to get them on because they have ideas for resources for the police as far as when someone goes missing. Like us, we didn't know what to do. We didn't know who to call. We didn't know where to start. That if someone goes missing, when they come out to make the missing persons report, that they have a paper for families that gives them a checklist of what to do when someone's missing. So they want to get more into that, and I want to let them have that. But I just wanted
That's
to throw
smart.
that out for all missing families.
That's smart. We could work together and do some stuff, girl. Yes, I'm down with that. I'm definitely down with that. Listen, I've been asking anybody if y'all want to help because it's just me.
Right.
I need listen. Yes, listen, okay? You know,
I don't know
I
how you feel.
listen, girl.
I
Okay,
don't.
I know. But my heart is in it. Is in it because I look at the families as even though I don't know them, I look at it like he could be my cousin, my uncle, somebody related to me. So I have to strive to spread awareness like he's related to me. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep going like he's my family member. You're my family member. She's my family member. This missing person is my family member. That's how I look at it, and that's how I keep striving.
That's how I feel in a way that everyone should.
I gotta
When
call the
there's a
police stations. I'm a listen to all that shit. You got to keep. You
yeah,
got to do it. I mean, if you want to, if spreading awareness is what people want to do, put
yeah.
your all
I
heart
mean,
in it.
that's what I said. I mean, as much as I've fought with my nephew over the years, why, I mean, I'm not stopping now. This is the last time. Every time he'd say, Aunt Show, I need you, or he'd get dropped off, and he would come like, the hell, I am not going to sit here and oh, well, no, you're not getting away with it. You're not, because he was loved. He was a child. He was a part of us. We're not going to stop. We're really not. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, oh my God. Well, look, what if it was your child?
That's right.
What if it was your
That's
child?
right.
Take away my nephew's past, take away his
There you
name
go.
and everything.
There you
What
go.
if he was your child? How would you feel to have that panic of looking and searching and then get false information from the beginning? Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, if it can happen to us, it can happen to anyone. And there's so many coming up missing and so many coming up dead. And it's because I feel that nobody takes the first 48 serious, and then the police aren't jumping on it. And then, bam, then you're picking up a fucking dead body and you don't want to do the damn paperwork that comes with it.
That's right.
I didn't, you know what I mean? And that's my thing is I'm not a police officer, but I've gave up more than enough that these killers should not be walking the fucking streets. and I will not stop until I face them. Because unlike my nephew, you're not gonna set me the fuck up and act like you're my friend, because you're not.
Let's
That
talk.
evil's not coming my way. I pray that evil away.
Let's talk about the friendship. When he was last seen, right? Because I know it's still an open investigation, so you can't say a lot of stuff. But
Right.
when he went out to go hang out with some people, right? He knew
Hmm.
them.
Yeah. Well, now see, I've learned of all the ones that I feel are involved, because my nephew, when he stayed with me, he only had one friend stayed the night, and he that was for years, and his cousin and his brother. My nephew never brought a whole bunch of friends around. He never. It was like this was his safe place. This is where I got on and you listened to me. So now the ones he was with, I have found out more and more since I've been, trying to investigate my nephew with the family. But yes, the ones that he was dropped off to, my nephew's known since he was a little small child.
So he,
Now the
so
ones
he,
he
okay,
supposedly walked to, got a ride to, he only known them for a few years, from what I've been informed on.
okay. So they were still friends, though.
Yeah,
They were
they
associates.
were.
They were friends, right? They were
Mhm.
friends. You know,
Yeah.
I say that because there's so many cases that we see, right?
Hmm.
That these so-called friends
Hmm.
are just doing the unthinkable to their friends.
Oh yeah, it's not strangers anymore.
There
It
you
is
go.
it is in your family, it is your so-called friends. That's what's happening more and more. I
Right.
mean, there are still people that go missing that's a wrong place, wrong time, and they got to figure that out. But a lot of killings that I've looked into, missing and murdered, they know they're killers. And
Exactly.
like my nephew's wasn't just, oh, a young boy talking shit did something. Oh, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna leave you lay where you. No, my nephew's was planned. It was a heat of passion, and they didn't want him to be found. And
Right.
they thought, oh, we're gonna get away with this. We're gonna burn him. We're gonna no.
Ooh, that is a
Heat of
very hatred thing.
hatred,
It
heat of
burnt
passion.
his body.
Yeah. Then I can tell you, when you look into a lot of cases, when they talk about people and why they kill and what they kill, and you do the studies on their brains, because something has happened to that person inside their lives, something that they carry. And all these young kids talk about trauma bonds. It's not a trauma bond. I feel that there's these young punks that had things done to them in their lives, and they don't want nobody to know. So they've got all this anger and hatred built up in them, and that evil just stirs at them, and they want to hurt, they want to harm, it's that's what they want. Like, and thinking that they're not going to get caught for it, I believe that they've done probably just as worse as they've done to my nephew before.
You know what? I'm glad. Thank you for saying that because I was thinking, it was what? It was a few days ago. I think me and Katie is in the audience. She can't join us today because she's still working, so she's working a little bit late. But I believe it was me and Katie that was talking about it when we was like, we don't think that they done this before.
Yeah, I believe it. And I say that because when I sit here and I think and visualize what's
Allegedly.
happening to you, you planned it. You had an idea what you were going to do to him, how you were going to get him. Then you known where you were going to take him and get rid of him.
Right.
You
I
got
was
to know
right.
your area. Like
Let's talk about that. How many miles was his body from where he was at?
over 100 plus miles away from where we live.
That's
Hmm.
far. That's a distance.
Yes,
That's a
yes,
distance. So let's say what that's what 2 hours? Because I
yes.
think we talked about that. Yeah, 2 hours.
Harrison.
So
Hmm.
they drove 2 hours away. 2 hours away.
Hmm. Yep.
Tortured this
And
boy.
Yeah.
beat this young boy and set his
Whatever.
body on fire. And
Mhm.
there is no suspects arrested yet.
Not one fucking suspect. Why these cowards still run the fucking streets doing whatever they want, leaving Mansfield, going far the fuck away, coming back, and then all the other ones trying to play their innocent bullshit. Nope.
What
Nope.
is the detective telling you about this case? And I know you can't say a lot, but do they have a suspect?
Well, Mansfield, I mean, I can't say if I'm saying it really out of anger that I'm just tired of being told to be patient. We
Okay,
can't
say how
tell
you
you
feel.
anything. We can't tell you anything until the case is closed. We can't eliminate any suspects because it's been a runaround of pretty much nothing from them. Um, and I get that it's their job and I'm not a cop, but I mean, you got evidence, you got, what you got, then you need to do your job. You need to do that paperwork. You need to get your ass out there and figure it out to make these arrests because they've more than likely done some shit before. And then here they are doing some traveling with a body, dropping them 100 plus miles away. Like, don't no one just fucking wake up and decide that. And then now that they know that they've murdered a 16-year-old child, they're still out here. And what people fail to realize is what are you going to do when that they are, like, hey, we're looking for this suspect. And then they got their picture plastered and then got them guided. What are you going to do when they're at your home trying to hide out and then they fucking kill you because they're scared you're going to say something?
Right.
You think I
Because
want
no
to
one
sit
has
down with a
come.
fucking killer in front of me or in my home knowing that you killed a child, you outnumbered a child, you didn't one on one, you recruited people and you did what you did to him and you outnumbered him and you didn't even have the balls to tell him to his face that you had a problem with him.
So you
You
took
want
it.
to ask? Hmm. I think that they were hanging out and that they probably had, they probably was sitting there drinking with my nephew, hanging out like boys do when they're away from, their parents and trying to trying to fit in, think they're being cool, hanging with their friends, their so-called homies. And then I think they took advantage of him. They all known it. And when they attacked on him, my nephew looked at every one of them thinking they were a friend and not one of them fucking stopped it.
That's the thing right there. This wasn't a one. I don't think this is a one person job.
No, it
No.
wasn't. I believe, I believe that these are adults and children, mixed. I believe that it is. They had a plan and they followed through with it, but I don't think that they thought that he was going to get the fight that he got, and that they were just going to get away with this, and then they're going to brag around like, the comments and the text smoking on a white boy. And I sat there and said, "Bitch, you wish you could."
Mm.
He
That's what
outnumbered and
Katie.
killed a child. There's no
That's
street credit thing.
that's right, and that's what Katie said. That's the key right there. He was targeted.
Yes, he
He was
was.
definitely
Like,
targeted.
and I've even been told that my nephew known things that they were worried he was going to tell. But the thing of it is, you know what? You did what you did, and you think that you ain't got nothing to worry about. You do, because here the fuck I come, and here comes everybody else that is representing, saying my nephew's name, backing him, his mother, my brother, our cousins, friends, everyone. Now, don't get me wrong. I expected more people, more of the people that was involved in his life that known him. I expected them to stand up and
His
say his
friend.
name and show
Right.
support.
Let's
But
talk
no.
about that. His other friends. Has anyone ever, besides his family, came forward with stepped up and showed the support, spread awareness?
No. If it has not been mother's side and dad's side of the family and the friends that we have, there's only been a couple few people that honestly have tried to help, that helped us look for him, that tried to, be there to try to, be a shoulder for his mother, to be a shoulder for his aunts, his favorite cousin that he loved his cousin so much. Best friends, close like this. And no, not from the people that we expected would show love and support. I feel that they barely showed shit. To me, it's like, oh, well, I'm not asking people to post my nephew every day, and I'm not asking them to sit there and go out of their way, but it's
Oh, I'm
like
sorry.
to
I'm
show
sorry,
someone
baby.
love and support. $0, you know. And I have accused a lot of people, and I want to throw that out there. I have, and I'm going to continue as long as someone's in my phone giving me a screenshot or a picture or whatever. I'm accusing everyone until I get that phone call that tells me exactly what I basically already know. Because I know I may be wrong about a few things, but I know in my heart and my head that I already have an idea. At least a couple of them little bastards that are adults. And my thing is what people fail to realize is, to the killers, not only did you forever change my life, because since November it's been a fucking roller coaster. I've got my son homeschooled. I I am so on edge that I don't know how I'm going to react when someone comes to my house. I don't know if I'm going to cuss them out or if I'm going to break down and cry. And that's an everyday occurrence, fighting the emotions to keep fighting for him and not breaking down, because I look at him like I look at my kids. He came before my children did, and he was there for so much. And just to know that since we've experienced this, how many other families have went through this? How many other people's daughters have been raped and murdered, missing? How many other sons have been murdered? And these families out here that have to be fighting for their loved ones themselves, when we're calling out to the police because you don't want us out here doing something about it. Well, you're running out of time, because I'm tired of sitting around waiting for you to give me answers. Because what do you do when your child goes missing?
That's
What do
right.
you do when you get told that your child's missing? Because until that happens, you don't know what you're willing to do for
That's
somebody you
right.
love.
That's right.
And that's the thing that you can tell everybody, his mother and everybody stay calm, just be patient, wait. No, you can't keep saying that. You can't keep telling us that, because where's
Yeah,
our
stay
sympathy?
off the internet. That's their favorite one too. Stay off the internet.
Oh yeah, they don't like the social media. Well,
Yeah.
guess what? I do, because it's getting my nephew out there and his story out there. And to know that these cowards, no matter where they are, if they're not going to see my face, his mother, his aunts, they're going to continue to see Trenton Ray Preston Isaac
That's
as,
right.
and we're keep on pushing for it. You're going to see him everywhere.
I want to play something. I can't play the video, but I could play the audio because TikTok is funny with. You used to play the video, but now you can't.
I apologize. I mean, when I'm angry, I do say something. So
Hold on. I'll
I
go
want to
back.
apologize for that, because you get me
It
going.
might be the other one. Oh, it might. Okay, I think it's this one.
Yeah, I'm so well, thank you. I love you.
Where is it? Damn, I got so many of his things up here. I'm trying to see which one it is. Let me see. Hmm. Hold on, this one. Oh, I got it. I got a bunch of them. What is it? What is it? What is it? This. Let me see if it's this one. Okay, that's not it. I wanted to show a little bit of the news clip. That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm looking for. Um, why is not on my other TikTok thing? That's weird. Okay, let me go to Facebook. God, it's loud, right, y'all? I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine.
I want to play a little bit of your news clip. If you have it, play it. I know you got it,
Yeah,
but
I was just I do, but I'm on the phone with you on the thing, so I can't bring it up.
Oh, okay. I got it though. You know I have it like freaking everywhere.
Hold on.
Let's see here.
Yeah, you want to go to mine? Because it has all the videos on
I can't show. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna play this one. Just listen. You can hear the pain in her voice, y'all.
I hate to even start my TikTok off like this, y'all. But for 5 months, my family and I have been fighting for justice for my 16-year-old nephew. 3 times it took to even get the missing persons report. They found my nephew's body in Harrison County on the 15th. Mansfield did not notify us until the 19th of November, the day that they posted his missing article. We've been told mixed information from the beginning. I am only seeking for the truth. I want justice for my 16-year-old nephew. He was beaten and tortured, caught on fire at 16 years old, y'all. You have children. You have nieces and nephews. Y'all have someone out there y'all love, so you can relate.
How do you feel when you hear that?
I honestly, at times, I try to block it out until the kids are in bed and by myself, and then I break down because I try to just block it out during the day and push myself to fight for him. But when I look at them damn pictures and I do look at them TikToks, it makes me miss him. And then after I miss him and go through all those emotions, then I'm angry and I want to say things. I want to do things. Sometimes I'm to the point where I just want to go out there and get the bastards and bring them straight into the police station. Like, admit your wrongs. Admit your wrongs. You're a coward. You outnumbered a fucking 16-year-old child. And I'll say it every day. I know I have my down days, but I just miss him. I miss his presence. I miss everything about him.
He was your best friend. It seemed like he was your best friend.
It's a hard. I mean, sometimes I want to say best friend, but sometimes I just want I want it to be his safe place. Like when he would say, "Aunt Shaw, I need you," and no matter if we argued or he didn't want to hear me yelling about school or anything, like we would take our time apart and then we'd come back together and he'd roll on the floor with my kids and I just miss him so much. Like it's so hard to really even explain how much I miss him, how much I love him, how angry I am at the fact that it's like sometimes I block it out so much that it's like here lately, it's like he's gone. He's gone and I can't shake that feeling that he's gonna come back to my house and come in my house. Like there wasn't no knocking, like he walked in, like and it just I sometimes I wish I could shake that feeling because he's not gonna come back and that's why I feel that this fight is so important to me and to everyone that loves Ray Ray is that this is the last time that we can ever help him. And he can't speak up and be the voice to say, you're cowards. You outnumbered me. You didn't have to kill me. Like he can't say that and to tell them not only did you ruin our lives, but you forever ruin your lives because until we get justice, it's Ray Ray every day. And when we get the justice, then your family and everyone else can know what you did to a child. And then I feel like then is when it's really going to hit us because then we'll have the answers than this half truth shit that's going around and everybody's stories of this person knows this person knows that. They're not saying anything. There's a video or people texting, giving names, and then when you ask people and then, oh, why are you accusing me? Oh, da, da, da. Well, I'm accusing every fucking body until I know that everything that I feel in my heart and I got the answers that I need for me. I'm accusing everyone that has acted funny, moved funny, any of that. Because when somebody I know has something going on in their life, I'll show the fuck up at your house and I'll be a shoulder for you to cry on. But I'm not doing that with people no more because everyone knows how the fuck I felt about Ray Ray. Everyone knows that I prayed for that fucking kid. Everyone knows that I fought with him, that I fought over him. Like, I'll be damned if his mom, my brother, and them don't get to stand and face these motherfuckers. And that's where I'm at, and that's where we're at. When we can get to there, then I won't be such a pain in the ass when it comes to calling the fucking FBI, the police, and everybody I can. But everywhere needs to be aware of all the missing and all the murder, and it don't just end right here. It does not end right here. And there's people out there that don't even have this because a coward wanted to kill somebody and leave them lay or hide them in the fucking woods or wherever these fucking people drop their bodies. And then these families don't even have their loved ones home. So I thank God that we got Ray Ray.
Where did they find Ray Ray's body? If you don't mind me saying Ray Ray, because I say his Trenton's name wrong. Where did they find his body?
They said that they found him in a secluded area in Harrison County. And
was it in the woods or?
they said that the man that I don't know if he was like how they said his mom said like with the wildlife, but he went out to feed deer on his property and found my nephew. And had that man not found my nephew, snow was coming. We would not have found him. And that's why I say I thank God. As much as these cowards make me cuss, and it's me, but as angry as they make me, I have to thank God because we all cried out to him, Ray Ray, help me, help you. Ray Ray, help us find you. Like, God, please don't leave my Ray Ray out there on the ground by himself in the fucking cold on the ground like he's a piece of trash because he's not. He's not. And that's what they did to him. That's what they did to him.
Do the police have any type of evidence?
They say they do. But have they showed us anything? They haven't showed us shit. They haven't told us shit besides patience. And then as soon as the case is closed, they'll tell us everything we want to know. That's what we've gotten.
Did he have his phone, wallet?
No one said any. He did have a phone. No one said anything about finding a phone as far as because the police ain't telling us shit. But my nephew did have a phone.
Money?
He like his mom said, my nephew put his money in his wallet, not his wallet, his pocket. But I don't know what exactly my nephew actually had on him. Besides, I was told that he had pajama pants on and he had comfy shoes and he had his phone, or he wouldn't have left without his phone. So someone has his phone.
That's what I'm getting at right there.
No one told us
right.
They wouldn't have left his phone with him. But his phone last pinged on South Main. No, I don't believe that the police have been there yet. Not really sure exactly what they have done on their end in Mansfield, because I can't tell you. Harrison, the detective cop over there that I've talked to, I don't think he's really a detective, but he has showed sympathy. He has showed compassion. He has tried to talk to me, and I know that in his position that he can't tell me things in the mixed with both parties, um, as far as certain things, but nothing much of still what we're asking for. I've asked, did he have any hair on him? Did my nephew had my son's death date tattooed on his wrist? And I asked the coroners if they could see his tattoo, because I'm thinking in my brain, you got the wrong fucking kid.
Right.
She told me she could not see no tattoo. And so, I mean, I've asked, like, did he have hair? Could you tell it was a male? Could you tell if he was, could you see anything like, or what he looked like? Did he look like what I'm visualizing from other, pictures from crime scenes? Like, was how bad was he? How many bones were broken?
Because you didn't see his body. So you want to
No, I
know.
asked. I did. I asked the funeral home, Snyder's funeral home, multiple times. I asked them, and they said no, I could not. And I said, I don't care what you say. I want to see my nephew. I said, I want pictures taken. I want everyone to know what he looked like, what they did to him. And no, I was not able. None of us was able to go in there and see him for that last time. And they said that it would have been, but what I'm visualizing is what I'm going to see. Besides that, I'm going to see him laying there. But no, no, they would not allow it. They said they didn't want us, but but the thing that baffles me and hurts me is that the funeral home and them did not want us to see him like that. But what the fuck do you think's going to happen when we get to that court? You're going to show us the pictures of what he looked like. So you still are gonna put that in my head regardless, but yet I couldn't see him.
You know what irks me with not only hearing this again, because we talked about this. I just wanted the people to hear this, but also other cases when the funeral home does shit like this. It's like, how do we even know that's him?
Yeah, I did after everything. I did recall back the funeral home after my brain wasn't so scatterbrained. And I did ask them, I was like, can I get the intake information? Like, what can I get from you? Trying to weasel around, trying to get whatever I can. And they told me no. They said that they didn't have that, they couldn't do that. So for me to try calling the coroners. So I tried to call the coroners, and they're like, well, this his stuff's not finished yet. It's still pending under investigation. We can't tell you anything. I'm like, you can't even tell me, you know, anything, like nothing at all, the slightest bit of anything. And no, every person that I've called has told me that they're pretty much blocked because it's still an open investigation, so they can't give me anything because they don't want us to say anything. But my thing is okay, you have suspects because as of to them and everyone, they're just suspects. But if they're suspects in a murder, then why the fuck can our community not know? Because everyone knows someone that knows someone. And what if another child hanging out with them, riding with them, they have them doing things because who knows what they're doing. Or then when your child's murdered because you didn't want to speak up and say something, you know,
This whole thing.
I've even
This,
argued with one of the boys' grandmothers that I believe is a suspect, and she's holy rolling in a church. And I'm like, look, I pray to God, and I am who I am. God made me who I am. I cuss when I'm mad. I am who I am. I can't change me. But I'm not going to hide or sugarcoat or I'm Jesus. No, I'm telling the truth because I want the truth back. You know what I mean?
let's talk about that. The people that you think are involved, have you reached out to their family?
Hell yes, I did. Hell yes, I did. And a few of them, no response. Few of them don't want to say anything. Um, I did speak to one who I get to be honest. She was emotional. She showed compassion. She cried on the phone with me. Um, she she pretty much, in my eyes, already knows that her family members involved and that they're never going to see them again besides the last time, in the courtroom and then behind visitations when they're behind bars.
So
So
she
I mean,
does believe that her family member is involved.
yeah, she doesn't want to believe it, but with the circumstances and the things that happen around, you're crying, you're sympathetic,
Yeah.
and this is what I told her. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I told her the same thing that I'm trying to tell any of them. We're giving you what you didn't give us. Say goodbye to the people that love you that didn't know what kind of monster you were. Because you didn't let us say goodbye to him. So you can still see your family behind
Right.
bars. We
Right.
can't never see Ray Ray again. We can't never hear his voice besides on recordings and pictures, video. Like, that's all we
Right.
got. Sitting here, his sweater, his tennis shoes, pictures, anything that has to do with my nephew, we have tried to gather it. His dog, anything and everything that has,
Right.
because that's all we have. We will, and that's the thing. So like I said, to the killers out there, we're giving you what you didn't give us, because in due time, it's coming. It's coming. And like I said, don't be no coward and kill yourself. Don't be no coward and take the easy route out. No, face what you
Okay.
done. Face what you done.
You know, um, me and Katie was talking about his mother getting the camera footage from the cops.
Yeah, I watched the podcast that you guys did for her. I haven't heard anything about that, but I mean, I'm hoping that we can get somewhere with something, because I mean, every time you call, it's nothing. And then, so I've called a lot of people, and I'm aunt, so I don't have that much, wiggle room on certain things, but they're not giving anything, so we're like running in circles, just trying to figure it out ourselves, put the pieces and puzzles together, and still wonder why there's not an arrest. I mean, not even someone taken in. Like, where the hell is the sit down talks with everybody? You know?
Okay, yes, let's talk about that. Did they even bring anybody in for question?
Not that I know. Not that I know. There's a couple people that supposedly went in willingly and talked to the police, but
Okay. But the cops never.
not
This
that
is
I'm aware of.
they should be ashamed of themselves. This is disgusting.
Well, though I know that Harrison had Mansfield. They did talk to a family member in Harrison. They didn't get anywhere really. And then as far as here, I believe that there was one family friend, supposed friend, that they attempted to try to talk with them, but they've not had time to come in and talk to them. So, you know.
Katie said if they spoke with individuals, it should have been recorded as well.
hmm Yeah, that's what I mean. I was thinking body cam footages, recordings,
Right.
paperwork, like. But again, anytime that we say anything, it's we can't tell you till the case is closed. I've even asked them before my situation with my boyfriend. There's built up hostility. There's built up anger. And we're all tired of seeing each other cry. And he made a decision that wasn't a good decision on his behalf. But in a way, it opened doorways for people to get questioned and brought in to discuss my nephew, because no one can freely just do that for us, to even tell us what color his pants were, the littlest bit of things. But even with them, they're so quick to arrest my brother for taxes and arrest my boyfriend, because we've been giving them evidence. They tell us get evidence, we're getting it, but then you don't like how we're getting it, and then we're getting charges slapped on us. But you can arrest multiple people in our family since this happened, from taxes to child support to misdemeanor shit to now some more serious shit. But you can
Right.
arrest all of us. But where's the kid killers? Where's the kid killers? Because we're out here hurting, and you cannot tell me that any man that can see his woman cry over a child being murdered
Not
would
gonna do
not
that
want to
one.
talk the motherfucker to their face. Why are you acting funny? Why ain't you telling us something? Why ain't you giving us something? So regardless of how people feel about how Justin had came at people or how he acted crazy, well, Everybody, we're accusing everybody
Okay,
because
since
people
you
are
brought
saying
that
it's
up, because
wrong.
people don't know what you're talking about, I wasn't going to say anything, but you brought that up.
Well, I'm
Let's.
putting it all out there.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Who are you talking about, and what happened?
So my boyfriend, we've dated for a few years, and he's around my nephew. They had the birthday parties with pinatas, all the stuff that families, relationship people do. Like he has been through this with us from the beginning. He was out there helping us search. Patty, go, Patty. He was out there helping us search. He was out there trying to ask people questions. He, out there with us, experiencing this with us, going through the hurt, the agony, the pain, trying to find a fucking child. And over time, anger's built up, and
Because he knew
we,
he knew he knew Tristan too, right?
yeah, right, yeah.
He knew Ray Ray. I'm
We
not
did,
fixing his name. I'm sorry. He
mhm,
knew Ray Ray too, right? So
yeah,
this is hurting
very
him as
well.
well.
Yes, yes. He's hurting for for the
His
fact that he
family.
known my nephew and loved him because of me. That I'm hurting, that I'm crying, that he's watching me and my brother and the rest of the family break down and cry. So yeah, he tried to go out there and get some answers, and I'm not saying how he went about it wasn't that it was wrong, but that again comes into what would you do if it was your child? You want answers. You want to know. You're tired of getting told be patient. You're tired of getting told that wait. Well, no, because y'all done waited long enough, and we've done gave you so much evidence, so much information. So why hasn't there been a fucking arrest? But prime example of you make a bad decision. Look how fucking fast you can get your ass put in jail. But look how fast. Look how a murderer can run around and how long it takes for them to get indicted, how long it takes for them to get their asses out there and find a fucking killer. You know
Okay.
who killed him, then what's the holdup? Oh, the prosecutor. Well, what the fuck's wrong with the prosecutor? What's going on with her? Does she not have sympathy? Does she not have kids? Does she not understand that we're grieving and you guys want us to chill out? Well, I'm trying to pray to God and I'm trying to do it the right way and I'm trying to get him justice without myself going to jail because I have two small children. But, so my boyfriend did make a bad decision, but it was on Ray Ray's behalf that he left from somebody's house and we want to know what he was wearing. We want to know why would you say he walked if he got a ride when someone's saying he was picked up? Like, make it make sense because it ain't made sense to me. So,
Hold
yeah,
on. The real Trenton 0889 says they love you very much.
that's
And
my brother.
oh,
That's
that's
my
your
brother. That's
brother.
my
He
nephew's
said he
dad.
loves you very much. And he said
Mhm.
almost 6 months. If
Mhm.
you're new and you're just coming in, I am interviewing Shelly Isaac. She is the aunt
Mhm.
of Trenton Ray Preston Isaac, who was brutally beaten, set on fire. This is a horrific crime. Okay?
Mhm.
The police has done nothing yet. It's been what, 6 months? They've done nothing.
Showed
There's
us
no
nothing.
arrests. The
Mhm.
family has been spreading awareness. She has been going spreading awareness from the beginning. That's how I found
I've
out
done
my
it
case.
for, and I have to say, like, I've fought for this for Ray Ray, and everything started with Ray Ray,
This is Ray
but
Ray.
I'm fighting for my brother and for the family. Like, I'm being a voice for him. Like, this is, what I mean, for him, all of us, because we all want the same thing. So when I
Oh
say
no.
like, I'm
No, they
fighting
said
for
that's
Ray
my
Ray,
son.
yeah, Ray Ray's his son. That's my brother.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That's your
Yeah, I
boy.
got
I
you,
got you.
Charlie. I'm cowards all day.
That's your boy. I got you. Okay.
I'll do anything for my brother too.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's your boy.
Yes,
Aw.
I love my brother is the best person ever. Kind of heart, do anything for anybody, and he's out here trying to keep it together too. Because I tell you, like I said, as a father, my brother's got a lot of mixed emotions. You know, you feel like you didn't, you feel like you failed him, you feel like you didn't protect him, you know. So he's got a lot of emotions. So my fight is for my brother, Ray Ray, and for the family, you know. It just, when we all are thinking of our own relationships and when we're fighting, it's like not trying to be mean, but I'm not thinking about anybody else or I'm not thinking about this. I'm thinking about how can I keep getting him out there? How can I do this? How
Right.
can I do that? You know? And then it's like we all like everyone is, you know, there's I want to say everybody's name that's fighting for Ray Ray, but again, I don't want to put everybody's name out there, but everybody knows who they are that's fighting for Ray Ray. And when it
Let's.
comes to Ray Ray, that's all I want. Love and respect.
I want to talk about you have something coming up.
Yeah, May 10th is our rally, our second rally for all missing and murder. And yeah, it started with Ray Ray, and I said it's Trenton's voice. But this is to bring to for what we're trying to do is to bring families together that had experienced this before or just now experiencing it to let them know that you don't have to stand alone and scream your loved one's name. It don't matter if you look crazy, if you look like if people think whatever. Share, get your loved one out there, scream their name to the top of your lungs. Like, we're there to help you not feel alone. We're there to help you come together with us and fight for your loved ones while we fight for ours. So, yeah, May 10th, 1 p.m., Mansfield, Ohio, Uptown Pavilion is our second rally for all missing and murdered. Um, there's another woman that has been running Ray Ray's page and on Facebook. She's been running this page trying to help with flyers for other families.
I'm trying to
She's
find it.
making flyers for other people. She's sharing other people's families, you know, just trying to continue that damn, there's more murders than we known about. And it took this happening to Ray Ray to open our eyes to really what's going on. Like, I didn't know that there's all these murders that are unsolved and all these missing that aren't found. And so we're trying to bring families together, let them know they're not alone, and to keep fighting for justice. And you know, if you got to stir the pot, stay on the police's ass, whatever you got to do,
That's
fight
right.
for your loved ones. Don't give up on them. And I say it over and over, it does not end here. Because when you love somebody, you love them and you do anything for them. So I can, just like you advocating for people, I don't know how y'all do it. Y'all have the biggest heart. And I thank y'all because you
Oh,
guys help keep people going. You keep help pushing us to fight for them because to see y'all fighting for all these other families, and it's like some of them don't have loved ones to fight for them, or some of them, like them kids that I've seen you share. How the hell do you not know your kid's missing? And you know, it's just it's
yeah.
sad, but yo, everybody, we're just all trying to keep everybody to keep the fight going because you know, like this emotions run up and down. You know that it's just it's hard to say until you experience and go through it to really know all of the emotions and the roller coasters and the you know because a lot of people don't care. It seems like it's like they don't care if somebody's missing or to care to hear the story, but then there are people that do. So I'm gonna keep trying to find the people that do care and keep trying to spread the awareness for my, you know, my nephew and other people. Like, protect your loved ones. Make sure you know where they are. Go through your kids' phones. Like, be, you know, because you just never know anymore.
Yeah,
You really,
his brother, your brother, I'm trying to follow, trying to follow him back. He says something really smart, and it's what I was gonna ask you actually. He said, I would like to start a search and rescue in his name.
yeah, my cousins and my brother have been talking about it for months. They've looked into a lot of things about it and trying to do something like that to get it started. Yeah.
That would be amazing. That would be
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then, yeah, that. And then Justin started, he built a website from the scratch, but it was called Bring 'em Home. And it's in memory of my nephew Trentin. And it's just explaining what happened to him and trying to be an open website community base for anyone that's military, ex cops, anyone that has free time that wants to help with missing people or anything like what you're doing and recruiting people to help bring more people like you know?
Can you send me that? I know his mother was talking to something about a website, but she never sent it to me. She was supposed to send it to me. She probably forgot though. Can you send me that so I can share it all over the platforms?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have it on the TikTok too. It's called Bring 'em Home. I haven't been on the website to check any emails or anything for a little bit, just because with everything going on around me. But the website
Yeah.
is still up, and it's free. We were getting towards the donation part, but that's when we get more people in, and that's to get resources such as what my brother's talking about for the search and rescue for the canines cadavers, since Mansfield, missing Ohio, had tried to offer the search, team and the canine, but we didn't get that. But to let other families know that they do offer that, and if they have the people and they have the dogs and they're available, that all the police station has to do is approve for them to come and help and assist, and that's free.
You
So.
know what? That is good. Yeah, definitely send me that because you know me, I share everywhere on each platforms so people could start following you and I think one thing I like is support. I like when we all support each other. You know what I
Yes, because
mean? I
it
definitely
keeps
want
you
to
going.
work with you with some stuff. You
It
know.
keeps you going. It keeps your mind, it keeps that fight going to keep, no matter how bad the story is or the situation is it keeps that fight going when you got the support backing
Yes.
you to say on your bad days, don't give up, to keep going, keep fighting for them, or to, bring knowledge to people that don't know where
I
to
don't
start or
know.
what to
Mm-hmm.
do.
Katie said that's amazing. Yeah, it is, right? Yes. That's a good idea. I'm really happy about that. Yeah. You guys got
Mhm.
some good, I gotta fix this TikTok thing. I hate when people pop up like that. You see it, right? When
Mm,
the
I no, I missed it. My kids were walking that way, so I was
oh,
making
it
sure.
just says like people's faces that the invite thing pops up. I have to fix it where it's just me and the person I'm interviewing face, because then you have like little other, it's just, I don't like that because I take my interviews like really serious. You know what I mean? Anyway, I want to ask you a question.
Mhm.
If you could look at Ray Ray, what do you want to say to him?
When I look at Ray Ray, I just say, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that we weren't able to get to you, that we couldn't. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's all I can. I love him so much, and I'm so sorry that I really, really wholeheartedly would, any of us would give anything in this world to have him back. And all I can say is I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that we didn't get to you and that they did what they did to you. That's, I'm just sorry.
Okay. I know that you are working so hard, and you are doing amazing. You are really
I've
doing.
been
I tell you
down.
that a lot. You are doing amazing.
I've been down. I feel like some days it's starting to hit me more and more. So it's like I keep trying to block it out just to keep the fight, but I'm trying. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to start. And I didn't want to, leave anybody out or, anything like that. I just, sometimes I get tunneled and it's like I loved him so much that and we're all crazy right now. We're all emotional. We're all these mixed emotions all over the place. I just feel some days that we just don't even know how to feel, and it's like we're angry at everybody, we're hurt at everything around because it's just we didn't know what to do.
That's another thing I want to ask you. If you could look, I don't have, well, we don't know, we don't have pictures of the suspects. Usually I have pictures of the suspects or somebody.
Oh, I
But,
can't wait.
but what do you want to say to those monsters?
Some days I sit there and just think about what I'm gonna say to them, and I pray to God because I get angry, and then there comes the things that it's like you say out of anger, but I just right now I'm not in that. I hate them. I hate them wholeheartedly. Do I hate them? They are cowards,
Let it
and
out.
to me, it's like I don't. You take it how you take it. They will forever be bitches to me. You
I
were older than him. You outnumbered him. You did what you did to him, and you didn't think that everybody was going to come how they did for him. You thought y'all had a plan. You thought you were going to get away with it. You thought we'd never find him. But you were wrong all the way around the board. So to say to them the nicest way possible, the only thing that I feel I can say is we're going to give you what you didn't give us, and then say goodbye to your family while you can.
Mm,
Because until their asses are behind bars, we're not stopping.
that's
Because
right.
I'm not a killer. I'm not. Now, if you come to my home, I have what I need to protect my children, and I've told the police that. But I'm not going to go out there looking to
Right.
hurt them, or harm them, or to harm their family. No, I'm going to let God do that. I'm going to let karma do that.
That's
But
right.
I'm going to make sure that your asses end up in jail. And then everyone knows who you are. Everyone knows what you did and how big that you're cowards. You're bitches. You gave up your lives. You took his, but you gave up yours because you won't be walking around these streets. I'm fighting tooth and nail. There will not be no parole. Not be
That's
that. And I already
right.
started that petition. Anyone that hurts or harms or kills children, I'm almost to 1,000 signatures, and I'm not stopping with that either. You will not get parole. And like I
That's
said, the
right.
day that I face them, and I know that Ray Ray, it comes from us, his sense of humor, and I'm saying, they took his life and they handed theirs over. But at the end, here's Ray Ray coming with that big fuck you, because
That's
it's
right.
coming. And that's where it is. That's what I say. And that's coming from Ray Ray. That big fuck you because you outnumbered and killed a child.
Yeah.
You're
Those are
evil.
monsters. They're evil. Evil
Hmm.
monsters who do not
Yeah.
deserve to be on earth and do not deserve to be walking, do not deserve to be with a family, breathing, eating, enjoying their life with their family right now. And for the
Oh no.
mothers of them who knows what they did, y'all fucking evil monsters too, because you know what your children did and you could have turned their asses in. You could have
Well,
told them
my
to
thing
this make me
is
so
that
mad.
at the end of the day,
Whew.
I followed all the way from here to Harrison. I can't tell you all the bodies of waters, all the little rivers, all the way there, all them pullovers, all the way, hour and 100 plus miles away, 2 hour fucking drive. Y'all could have thrown him out on the fucking road, beat him up, and him still be alive, and you guys not go to jail for the rest of your fucking lives. But you don't give a fuck
Jesus.
about your own lives. But I feel that that's what they're enabled by this, by people that know what happened to my nephew, that helped hide them, that helped cover their asses, and the people that they called to help try to cover their asses. Because I
Yes.
know there's a lot that I know that I can't say, and I don't care how fucking crazy I sound. I know for a fact
You
when
sound
I see
crazy.
two of them little motherfuckers say goodbye to your kid. because you ain't gonna be able to protect your child. You're gonna be behind bars, and I ain't saying like, oh, I want anything to happen, but daddy's gone. So daddy can't protect his little baby because daddy chose to kill a child. Another man let your baby call another man dad, because that's what's coming. That's what's coming. And they can all play that innocent bullshit card here in Mansfield and all the other places that they go and hide out. And I didn't kill him. Oh, I'm innocent. Fuck that shit. You ain't innocent. You're not innocent. You can play that innocent card all you fucking want. All of them know what happened to my Ray Ray. And karma's coming.
That's right.
And
They
it's
will pay.
gonna bite them so fucking hard. And then when you, that's why I say, don't cry when you're in the courtroom. Don't cry when the reality hits your ass, because I don't know how the fuck you can sleep at night watching somebody fucking burn.
Right.
A sick motherfucker. A sick
Right.
motherfucker.
That's a motherfucker with no conscience, don't care, holding their damn heart, and
I
would
tell
do it
you,
again.
yep. And when you look into the shit, you know that some shit
Ooh.
happened in their childhood. They
Yes.
some angry, evil
Yes.
motherfuckers.
They started off
It's
probably with killing
all
animals and
coming
shit.
out.
They probably started off with killing animals and shit.
Yeah.
Oh God. Your brother says, I believe if they would put more stuff in Mansfield for kids to do, less stuff would happen.
Oh yeah, they took the bowling alley, they took the movie theater, they took the Coliseum. There's nothing.
Oh.
You have to go. There's one movie theater that's still pretty decent. And then the other little things, there's nothing for teenagers to do. You have to go to Cleveland, Columbus, Akron. You have to go to Galleon outside of Mansfield for teenagers and them. Because if not, they're out here in the streets with nothing to fucking do besides think that their homies and friends are their friends. They're not.
Oh. So they need more stuff. I see what he's saying. Yeah. So they can get these kids off the streets.
Yeah.
Into something. Yeah. And that's just, you know what? That's a lot of places. You know, that's not even out there. A lot of other places too.
And they need to enforce the curfew, because if you see a child walking the street late at night, why you're patrolling, wasting gas, why the hell ain't you getting them kids out the street? Because ain't nothing good for them after dark when these kids are out there. And we can all say that people want to go in when people go missing. You see them comments that, where's the parents? Well, I can tell you when I was 15, 16 years old in foster care, I would say I was going to the damn park, and they would believe me, and I wouldn't be at the damn park. That's not their fault. You know what I'm saying? So you can't, people are so quick to jump and ask where the mother is and the father is and where they were, but sometimes, you know what I mean? It don't matter it don't matter if you're a priest raising your kids in a fucking church, trying to raise them right and keep them away. All it takes is for them to be at the wrong place, wrong time. And that's it. You
Yeah,
can
my
be
foster mother didn't know where I was at either at that age. She ain't know, you know, so.
But like I said, in my situation and anybody else's, that, you know, we got a chance to make mistakes. We got a chance to do what we did wrong and learn from it and learn from our mistakes and grow up.
That's right.
But
You know what I...
They're not. They're killing people. They are killing them left and right. Bodies are popping up left and right, and it blows my mind that people aren't more angry or more mad or more upset. You know, when I heard about that girl who got her hands cut off and her throat slit, I'm telling you, when they were then people came together for that girl, and I said, "Thank you, God." Thank you for all them people that showed up for that girl, because wasn't nobody else trying to be her fucking voice. They were trying to sweep shit under the rug.
Yeah.
And now look what happened to that fucking girl because of sick motherfucker, and he killed her.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. It makes me angry because
her own father.
It's left and right.
Left and right. You talking about the one with her own father?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they said. They said, and then they were mad at the cop because he went on the news and he said what that sick bastard did. And They want to know. I want that cop. I want to
Yes,
call the
yes, girl.
straight
I
to
was
that
like,
man.
yes,
I'm
yes.
telling you, I've been trying to figure out how to reach out to that man to come speak at my rally. Like, you need to bring that, what you got, and give that training to Mansfield, because I'm not saying they're all bad, and I don't want to hate on them and bash them all the time, but I'm angry at them. I'm angry at the ones that lied to me. I'm angry at the ones that keep telling me to be patient, because I feel if you have a child, how the fuck would you feel?
That's
It
right.
don't have to be your kid
That's
to
right.
know. How the fuck would you feel if that was done to your child and or somebody you love? No, don't even think about a child. Someone you love.
Right.
You're gonna be just like we are, all over the place, emotional. You know, 1 minute trying to hold it together, the next minute barely holding it together.
They say you
All
never know until it happens. Until it
Yep,
happens to them. Yep.
that is the
I hear
truth.
that too. I hear that from a lot of parents. Katie said, be sure to get all the recordings, body cameras from the police reports, even if you have to wait until the investigation is over.
Well, yeah, the Amanda was told to do that and stuff, so I'm hoping, you know what I mean, we're gonna fight for it. I mean, we're doing everything that we possibly think that we can. I mean, shit. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but we've even stirred the pot, you know what I mean? Like, what else can we do
Yeah.
to
You're
get
doing
justice?
everything. You're doing
And it's not,
everything right.
it is that we all want the justice, but in the same aspect, it's like if I want people to truly, really understand that what they did to him, they will do again.
Yeah.
And I don't know about, I don't, and I hate to say it, but it's like I've been on edge since all this happens. So it's a fuck around and find out if you come over my way.
I know
But
that's
anybody
right.
else sitting here thinking anything's going to happen to you, you're not on edge. You're not thinking anything. So you got to be careful. You got to know who you got to know, man. And it's sad because people are getting killed by people they know, not strangers. And I will say it over and over.
And
It's
that's
not.
the thing. That they're not strangers. They're people that they know.
Hmm.
Close
It is.
friends. People that they
Yeah.
grew up with. People that
And the sad thing is that some of them, I'm telling you right now, I have some of them were even at his fucking funeral. That's the crazier part. Playing that innocent card, showing up to his funeral, watching people cry over him, watching them, you know, it's sickening.
nobody's
It's
speaking
so
up.
sickening. But these young ass, ignorant ass, they run around thinking they're untouchable. They're, you know what I mean? I really, sometimes, I can't even begin to fathom what goes through their fucking heads. Besides, they don't give a fuck about their own lives because they've done handed it up. It's just a matter of time. As long as Mansfield does their job, them bastards will be arrested. And I and the family will be able to face them and tell them how the fuck we feel about them. And
Marcella
the
says,
family wants to cover for them.
Marcella says, please, don't understand. People don't understand until they are put in our situation. She says, because her
Yeah.
son is missing. Her child's father abducted him, so she's going through it as well.
And
And he
that's a
took him
scary
to Mexico.
and that's a scary situation because at the end of the day, by that man taking her child, it ain't about the child, it's about hurting her.
Right? Yeah, and he took him all the way to Mexico.
Yeah. And that's scary there too.
You know, and she don't know the phone number, the address. You know, oh man.
Yeah, and that's all I can say is God, please wrap your arms around her and help her through this because I tell you, every one of us, it really is the gut wrenching feeling when you don't know where your child is, when you don't know, and then you feel that something's wrong and something's not right, and then it's like nobody wants to listen, nobody wants to hear you, and then you're sitting there fighting and trying to find them and trying to find them, and then have something like Ray Ray. Thank God he was found, but sometimes other ones aren't found. And
Right.
it, and like her situation, I hope that that man doesn't do anything out of anger because he's trying to hurt her. Because at the end of the day, he's, you know, that child didn't deserve to be taken away from its mother. You know, it's just sad, all this evil going around in this world. And it costs $0 to be kind. It costs $0 to fucking show compassion, sympathy towards anybody. It's mind blowing. It just really, it breaks my heart. And now we know what it feels like. And I can't even express to other families how sorry I am to them because I know how much we love him and what all we're facing and dealing with, trying to fight for him and all the emotions. You know, Amanda and my brother, they're trying to work. They're, you know, trying to keep, you know, the energy, you know, fighting for him. And then they're up and down, angry, and, you know, all the emotions that come with it. His cousin, his favorite cousin, his aunt, grandpa, like every one of them, all of them, like we all have all these mixed emotions going on, and it's all about Ray Ray. Just hoping and praying that we can get him justice, that the truth comes out, and they can we can face the cowards and they can be arrested, and then we can come out here because I'm not keeping my mouth shut,
You know,
and
that's don't
I ain't stopping
keep
shit
talking, keep
as
spreading
long as
awareness. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep spreading awareness. Keep going on that TikTok. Keep going on that Facebook. Keep doing those rallies out there. Do those
Mhm.
rallies. See if you can do a live. I'll post it, and do what I have to do as well.
Yeah. That's
Keep
all, the only thing I keep doing. Howard Fordstein, from the Ohio General, he told me in the beginning, he said, use the news, use social media, use anything you can. He
yes.
said, keep trying to get him out there. And Ray Ray had told Amanda, you know, that he wanted to be famous. So that stood in my head. Like, it's not the way that we want it, but the more we keep getting him out there and the more that people, because some people.
Ooh.
There we are. Some people
Okay.
still don't know about Ray Ray, so it's like it's not what we wanted. But when she put that in my head, it's like and Howard said that it's like we have to get him out there. We have to keep sharing, keep getting him out there because everyone needs to know what happened to him, especially our community where we're from. I mean, these people can leave Mansfield and go further than Ohio. Like, I mean, that's the part that kills me, and it makes me mad that it's like I can't just come out and say a name because it's like I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
if I could just come out and say a name, then maybe I potentially could be saving someone else's child, that I could be saving someone else that comes in contact or, with these motherfuckers. But until this is all done, I can't, and none of the family can. And that's aggravating too, because it's like, well, something else could happen. And it's a crazy situation. And I wish
Feel
that the
like
police would do be more something, anything that what we've gotten.
it sucks because you want to say the name so you can warn people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you
Hmm.
can't either because it's like, ugh, you 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and it's just like, damn. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine because I have kids too. I got
Hmm.
3 kids too, and that's why I be like, when I be spreading my awareness and fighting for the victims' families, like I said, I treat them like they my family too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you don't, what are you doing? I have to say, Ray Ray, I'm gonna do this, do this case like Ray Ray was my cousin or my brother, somebody I was related to. Chelly is my aunt. Shit, my cousin. The other little girl, she my cousin. Marcella's, her son who's missing. He my family. Treat every. I don't know how other people do they missing cases, but that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. I do
Yeah.
it like if they are related to me, like if I knew them myself,
Hmm.
you know, because
Yeah.
God forbid if my child goes missing or something happened to my daughter. or something
Yeah.
happened to my son or my other daughter, because I got two girls and a boy, okay? If
Yeah.
something happened to one of them, I want
Mhm.
y'all to do the same thing that I'm doing on here.
Right. Right. And that's why I say, and it really emotionally it messes with you because it's like, in a sense, it's like, how far are you willing to go for your kids? And the sad thing is no one knows until they're put in that situation. And then, when you're dealing with the law, you know what I mean? It's like, well, you can't, what do you do? Because it's like, are you on my side or are you not on my side? Because now you've showed me that you're not on my side. Because if you were on my side, then you would have at least spoke up. You didn't speak up on our behalf.
Marcella says it affects everyone in the family.
Hmm.
She sent
Yes.
you a rose also. Thank you for
Um,
sending the I don't say victim's family, but the
and
family of
that's
rose.
That's why
It's
I
really
say that,
nice.
like, from what I'm experiencing, my situation with this is I feel like that we all have, our memories and the conversations. Each time that one of us in the family have sat down and had what we had with Ray Ray, it's like we're all, like his mom's coming from her point of view, my brother from his point of view, me from mine, his Aunt Kate from his favorite cousin from hers. It's like we all have the same, we want justice, we want the same things, but we're all, we're looking at it from how we feel about Ray Ray. So each person in my family, they have their own hurt and their own memories and their own, because I know, how I'm feeling, the what ifs, the what I could have did differently, things I wished I would have did, and then trying to, all of us keeping this fight going is just like, some days it's like torment. Some days it's like reliving it every day. And then one minute, there for the couple of weeks, I was down. I'm isolating. I'm not wanting to talk to anybody. I'm not wanting to do nothing. Like, just that angry at the world feeling. And like, I don't want to give up. But then I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Get your ass out of bed and let's get back on that horse because it's for Ray Ray. Nothing
I'll
else
be
matters.
checking up on you. When I don't hear something, I'll be like, let me see, because I know it's hard for you. I know
It
it's hard
is.
for
It
you.
really is. And it's just, that's why I say, only thing I can say to people sometimes is, block it out and fight that justice until you get that justice and then break down. Because it's hard, to break down because you can't keep yourself down. You got to keep yourself up. You got to keep going. And that's with everybody in the family, everybody trying to, with them working, them trying to keep up with everything. It's like, shit, sometimes you lose your head if they're one test right now because you can't think straight. You're out of whack. This is sad heartbreaking. It really is. But we're
Karen,
not going to give up. We're
go
going to
ahead.
keep fighting. And they, like Amanda said, they did say, give them a couple weeks and stuff. And I'm like, I'm not a patient person. I'm really not. When I want something done or I want to do something, like, it's like, come on. So I ain't gonna lie, I feel like they're moving too
Yeah.
slow, and I just feel that the rest could
Understand
have
your
already.
situation. I get it. Yeah.
Mhm.
You know?
But I'm not. I am continuing to pray, even though I'm angry, and even though I want to say the things I say. I'm still like, I know that if it wasn't for God, if it wasn't for Ray
Mm,
Ray, like, the love that we had for him, we wouldn't have found him. We wouldn't have.
mm. Thank God somebody was out there, what they, whatever they was doing, and they deer thing and
Yeah, I
found.
was feeding here.
Yeah.
And that was right before it was snowing because it was raining. It was almost like it rained every day that we were looking for Ray Ray.
Wow.
And then right when the guy found him on the
Ooh.
15th, they told us the 19th. And then it was within days it started snowing. And then it snowed every day. What I mean? It was getting colder, and here come the snow. And that's why I said if that man wouldn't have found Ray Ray, we wouldn't have found him. We wouldn't have. And that's what I say thank you, God, and thank you, Ray Ray, because we kept telling Kia, all of us, Ray Ray, help us find you, like, and then telling people, don't leave my nephew out there. Don't leave him laying on the ground. And it just,
Still,
we none of us
nobody
were
came
getting it.
forward. Nothing. That's fucked up. I'm sorry to say that, but that's really fucked up.
It
Carolina
is.
is sending prayers for the whole situation, and she hopes you get justice.
Thank you. That's our fight, is to face them, to lock them up, throw that fucking key away, because they made their decision.
Marcella says, send her the information, I guess, or the rally or like posters, and so she'll share it also on her TikTok and her Facebook and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, May 10th, it's countdown time. We've been trying to find other people, other families outside of the ones that we have around us. Um, and then trying to get speakers and people to come forward. But no matter what, we're going to be there and we're going to be screaming Ray Ray's name and other people's names. And I hope that a lot of people show up. I hope people come and show love and support to their people. But even, after this rally, we're still planning more. Even after we get justice, I want somebody bigger than us that can handle this, what our ideas are, and take it and blow it up and continue these rallies and continue to find resources for families and give support where it's needed, and then help the people that don't know where to start.
Organization,
Like, yeah,
organization.
moving along faster, like helping giving family better resources, better ideas. Like, if your first loved one goes missing, this is what you need to get done in the first 48 hours. You
Right.
know, and
I'm
like
gonna
they
look
say,
into that too, because I know a few organizations and stuff like that. But yeah, Chicago. It's in another state though. But
yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
why I said,
look into
it
stuff
needs
though.
to really go everywhere. It really does,
Everywhere,
because like
yeah.
the thing I seen on Cleveland, they're doing this thing where it's for families that have experienced what we all have, and it's like they need it everywhere, because when you look up, there's all these people are getting murdered and missing all over,
No, I'm gonna
every
send you
day.
somebody. He's in Chicago, but he's in other places. He's in another place as well. He's an activist. He's
Hmm.
been on the news, like he's everywhere. He don't be playing. They be trying to arrest
Yeah.
his ass. He don't be playing. I
That's why I
interviewed him
said,
a few
I take
times.
him. I take him. I take him. I take that
Send you
Captain
his
Crunch.
thing. He's on Facebook
Take him.
too. I'm gonna send you his information. I really like him. Um,
Yeah, because
yeah.
that they used to say back in the day, it was women and children were off limits. And now what do you see? Women and children murdered, murdered, murdered,
Yep.
missing, murdered. And it's
Yep.
like it's like people lost that. That I don't know what to even really blame it towards, but it's like, what the fuck's happened that all these situation with these women and children, and I'm not, and men are dying too, but you're seeing it more and more with smaller children,
Yes.
teenagers, women, and then the males, and they're all, getting thrown out on the side of the damn road. It's like, what happened to fighting it out, shaking hands at the end, or if you ain't got nothing to say nice at all, don't say it at all. Or if you're not my cup of tea, then don't put yourself around them. What happened to that? Now it's, oh, you said that you said I'm ugly. Now I'm gonna go shoot your house up. Like,
Right.
that's how pathetic people are
Right.
doing it. There ain't
Crazy.
nothing. I'm like, there ain't no street credit in it. There
And
ain't
what happened to the
let
one-on-one fight? Now you want to shoot me and shit? Goddamn. What's up?
yeah. That's
Crazy.
what I'm saying. It feels like it's different times now. It's like
Exactly.
nobody's safe.
Let
You
me
can't
ask
even
you a
go to the,
question. Is the rally gonna be live?
yeah, I'm gonna try to be live on TikTok and Facebook, and there's gonna be a lot of people recording too.
Is the news gonna be there?
They said that they're gonna be there. They said they'd send out a camera guy on the 10th. And last time I touched base with her, she said that they were gonna be there, because I was trying to inform her about everyone else. We've got Kayla Osterlin. She, was missing, then murdered. Joey. There's so many other people that their families have been fighting and coming out. So I want the news to be there because I want all them other people to get their loved ones out as well while we're fighting for Ray Ray. Like, hey, if you're there and you got a poster, we can help you get a poster.
There you
Say
go.
your loved one's name. Let them get on the news because
Right.
that's what you gotta do. Not sweep it under the rug. You gotta keep it out there.
That you did share a young lady's flyer. I want to look into her story too, and I'll reach out if she, reach out to the
Yeah, get a
her
little
mother.
and she's
Yeah.
now and there's a lot of crazy information about her too. You know, like
Okay,
she's
I'm gonna
out
look
there
into
with
that story.
her. You can talk to
Yeah, I'm
her
gonna look into
sister,
that
but
story. Then you wanna hook me up with the
oh
mother
yeah,
or whoever? Yeah, we can get that going for sure. But I think that's amazing for you to can someone go live because we are in California?
yeah, we're gonna
Marcella said.
yeah, I'm gonna be live on. I'm gonna try to be live on my TikTok. Have people live on Facebook. I know Ray Ray's. I know that all of our people are gonna be live and gonna be recording and taking pictures. And then there's other
You'll
families.
be able to see it, Marcella. It's going to be on
Mhm.
TikTok, and I'm going to be sharing it everywhere too. So,
Yeah, just because I want to try to get it out there. I mean, because even if someone from somewhere else can take what we're doing and them do it, even California, wherever, you know, have a time, pick a day for people to come together, scream your loved one's name because they need justice, they deserve justice, and they can't speak for themselves. So we have to be the ones to do it, whether the police like it or not. I mean, I don't care who I piss off right now.
I know
I
that's
know what
right.
I want. I know where my heart's at. And like I said, it depends on what day you catch me. Because I'm either crying, breaking down, flipping out, ready to cuss somebody out, ready to pray for them. I don't know. Every day is just, it's a roller coaster for me.
I know.
And you can ask my family that. They've been dealing with my crazy ass, dealing with me. Like, one minute I'm like, we're all on board, but then the next minute I'm shoving everybody away and I'm just like trying to be by myself and just kind of like wrap my head around all this. Like, what else can we do that we haven't done? Or are we doing enough? Or, just all the things. And then it's like I did get to a point I got aggravated. I got tired. My emotions got the best of me, and I'm like, I need to regroup me. So then it's like, here I am again.
You have a journal. There is a journalist,
Mhm.
right? So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, there's a couple people. The woman who is running the Justice for Trentin Ray Preston Isaac page, she's talked to a couple documentary people, people that were reaching out about the small podcast they do and other things that. But we shared them on Facebook as well, just so that if somebody else that's in our position, that hey, I can contact that person. Just anything to help somebody else too, because
you're on the right path, girl. You are on the right
we're
path.
growing. We are. We really are. But like I said, it takes, one person has an idea, another person has an
Right.
idea.
That's
We
right.
just, and
That's
then here
right.
comes, like I said, and sometimes I try to apologize because I know I can be. People don't personally know me. So seeing my TikToks and one minute I'm cussing and the next minute I'm like, please God, that's where I'm at. I'm fighting
Where you
myself and
at?
I'm fighting. So I'm like, this is what you get right here too. But I want to give the real, the raw, and I want to get the truth out and get the truth back. Anything for Ray Ray. At the end of the day, if it's to help him, if it's for him to help push us, or it's another family that, hey, I want to fight again, like whatever, you know, anything.
Your brother said, as far as I know, all the families will be going live that day. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, that's why I said I know as much as they can. And my brother and the other ones with my brother, they're going to be trying to make T-shirts. They said something like maybe $6 where they'll make T-shirts for anybody right on the spot, whether it be their loved one or whoever. So that was a little idea that we were trying to get. Yeah, that we were trying to get in there. Like just to have somebody, just to help them out because going to T-shirt places they get expensive. And I know not, people dealing with things that we're in, we already invest in so much out from the beginning. that it's like, well, you don't really can't afford to go pay $200 or whatever for 20 t-shirts. So it's
Yeah.
like we're trying to offer anything to show love and support for from our family to another family to help keep us fighting for Ray Ray and keep other families fighting for theirs and helping if we can, even with like, you advocating for everyone else, like help bring people in there like, hey, I've got some free time. What can I help you with? Who can I
Right.
post today? Just
Right.
to keep this cycle
Keep it
going with
going.
everyone.
I'm down to help anybody, and I would love to be a part of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I live so far from y'all, but we on social media, and social media is a platform where you can get everything out. You
Yep, and
know.
that's how he told
So,
me that. So, like I said, I took what that man said, and I'm like, I've tried to for the first handful of months. I was every day, and then I'd get a little discouraged with the police and like, well, they're not gonna do anything. Sup, Pat? So I'm like, it's just the roller coaster. But the fight ain't done. The fight ain't done
it's not
until we
done.
get justice. No peace until we get justice, and that's where we're all at.
That's right.
So they're
Y'all
getting
heard
hit
her.
with
Y'all heard it
everything.
from here.
Everything.
The fight is not done. Say that again.
The fight is not done.
That's
It
right.
is
We
not.
gotta get justice for her nephew. This young man right here.
Yep. And I've got him up all over here. I got other pictures around. Like literally, I won't even. I'll bring you in real quick because I just want to show you a couple
Oh
of these pictures.
yes.
I mean, he literally like
Aw.
he definitely was. He definitely was. There's no one. There's never going to be another Ray Ray. That's all I can say. That there's never going to be anybody like him. There's nothing. I will just like his mother, his father, and his favorite cousin. Everybody. There is always going to be that missing void in our hearts and our minds because of them bastards. Because of them bastards.
It took
But
away somebody special.
he was. We loved him. I loved him so much. I did. And I sometimes it's like I know he known that I loved him. But in a sense, I just don't think that that kid really know how much I loved him. I'm just like everybody, we all have that special place in our different feelings of emotions of what we have with Ray Ray. Everybody that he was loved. He was cared about. I adored him. I definitely, for him at his age to speak his mind and say some of the shit he said, I tell you what, I did look up to that 16-year-old boy because even as an adult, there's times that I wanted to look at people and have them that, fuck you. And I kept my mouth shut, didn't say it. He didn't have a problem. He would stand up for people. He was a protector. He wouldn't let anybody disrespect us. If Ray Ray was around, but that's. But we know that. We know how we all felt about him and our own brains, and So now that's all we have left is our own hearts and feelings towards him and about him. But the fight's not done, and I keep saying it. It's not done. We're keep pushing for it until we get that phone call and we get told, and I'm able to expose.
That's
We're
right.
definitely not going to be quiet about this. Definitely not going to be silent about this.
Gonna get.
So
Hopefully, you know what? We're gonna claim it. Justice
that's
will be done. We're gonna
it's
claim it.
coming.
Yes, we're gonna
It's
claim it. Justice will be done, and those bastards will rot in jail. Hopefully, if
hmm
they don't take their own life, they will rot in jail.
That's what I said. Don't take
Get
the
what's
easy
coming to
way.
their asses.
hmm I
Um,
almost lost you.
okay. With that, everyone, I want to say thank you so much for coming on here. You're doing an amazing job. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm here for you. If I can, whatever I need to do, I'm gonna continue to do it. Phone
hmm
calls, whatever I need to do.
Like I said,
Keep
I
pushing it
thank you
out
so
there.
much.
you know.
I thank you, because definitely, you've definitely helped push me. I mean, and you doing what you do, I don't know how you do it, woman. So
Uh,
all I can say to you over and over is just thank you, because
it's okay.
everybody, anybody that shares Ray Ray, I'm just like, it really means more to me than a lot of people will know, because that's all I want is to get him justice and help him this last time. So I'm just praying and hoping for our family that we really can do that for him, and that other families can do the same and give that fight and bring them justice as well. So I thank you, woman.
Aw, you know I'm here for you, girl. You know I'm always gonna be here for you. And everyone, we want to say thank you to everyone also because we couldn't do this without the audience. You know, y'all pushed the reels out, y'all pushed the videos out, y'all pushed his flyers out, y'all pushed all the victims, family, y'all pushed it out there. So we want to say thank you to you also. And keep
Yep,
pushing it out there. Keep sharing it. Keep
yep.
sharing his flyer. Keep sharing his video. Keep sharing her video. Keep sharing the mother's video. Keep sharing
Hmm.
anything on Ray Ray. Y'all share it. Y'all
Yes,
share it.
anything. That's what I
Okay?
say. If it's for Ray Ray, that's what we're for, and anything for him. His mom, his dad, his cousin, his aunt, all of us, all the people that truly love and care about Ray Ray, like, everybody just share him. That's how,
And my prayers go out to you and your family. You know that. And I'm gonna keep
I
checking
know.
up on you. You know. Um, Thank you everyone for joining. Okay? Continue
I
to
think
pray for this family. Please continue to pray
definitely,
because prayer works.
definitely take them, pray it every day.
Okay. You want to say anything else before we go, Mama?
Um, I just want to say, justice for Trentin Ray Preston Isaac, and justice for all these other families out here that have experienced what we have, and before us, after us, and I want to keep fighting. I want other people to keep fighting, and everybody to just be aware as best as you possibly can for your loved ones, because, like us, I didn't think that last hug I gave Ray Ray was going to be the last hug I ever gave him.
Hmm.
So
Oh,
just, take what we're dealing with and what we're going through, and love your kids and love your family, and know that, life really can, in the blink of an eye. So go through your kids' phones, know where your kids are. If you got to argue with them, argue with them. If someone don't answer your phone call, check on them. If you don't think something's right with somebody, check on them. Like, you literally just never know. Like, they go from missing to murdered, and it
hmm.
it literally is like reliving it. So, I mean, if it takes someone saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe that boy was beaten and caught on fire," to make them wake up and check on somebody they love, then, I'm going to keep putting us out there and speaking what I can, because I want people to know that we didn't think it could happen to us, and it did. So I mean, just try to do the best you can and just tell people that you love them, because whether it be like this or anything, you're not promised tomorrow, and you never know. So
That's
love
right.
who you love, and what matters matters, and what don't, and don't be afraid, and don't be afraid. Fight for what you love, and let that fear go down to the back of your head, shove it way down, and just put yourself out there, fight for who you love, and keep doing it. And, you know, that's all I can really say, So I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone for their time. And I'm sorry I'm a roller coaster. I'm all over the place,
You're
but
not. You did amazing, girl. You're not a roller coaster, and you're doing amazing. Okay, you're doing amazing, and I'm sure he is so proud of you. He's
I'm
so proud of you.
definitely,
Because I heard about
I'm,
his case from you talking about it on your TikTok, and then somebody sent it to me again, and then I was like, wait a minute, what? So
yeah,
you're doing
I
exactly
can't really,
what he wants you to do, what your nephew wants you to do. Okay.
yeah.
So it says hugs. Don't be sorry. Exactly. Don't be sorry. Exactly. All right. All right.
Right.
Keep it in your prayers, everyone. Thank you for joining this live. And with everyone, please be aware of your surroundings and know who your friends are. Know
Mm-hmm.
who your friends are. All right. And hug
Mm-hmm.
those next to you very, very tight. All
Yeah.
right. Everyone have a blessed night.
Thank you.